Okay.
It's a jungle cat.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Oh, hey, we're live. Like to make that producer guy a little bit nervous, don't we?
That's my artwork. Who likes the artwork?
I like that.
So
That's our show schedule too.
Do we have any announcements today?
Announcements? Well, I mean, do you mean considering that we're launching a couple of things? We got a couple of new things coming out.
I mean, I feel like
I know we've been talking about some stuff for a long time.
We have.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what we have today?
What have we been talking about most?
The most.
Or mostly?
Mostly. I talk a lot about brisket. I like brisket.
You know what? And my tummy's kind of upset, which kind of I could use some of the new product that we've come out with.
Well, do we have any of that with us today?
We have a little bit here.
So this is all Chad would give us because he was worried that we would sell out.
Yeah, because we don't have much made, do we?
We don't have a whole lot made.
All
right. Today, Dr. Verwers officially goes live.
Yep.
Speaking of that, I think we've got Chad in the studio. Can we bring Chad in so he can show everyone the bags?
Oh, sweet.
What?
What's up, guys?
What?
Oh, hide the other stuff, Chad. Hide the other stuff.
Sorry, I'm covered up. We're just blowing and going here. Eddie.
We're going to do something kind of fun with the digestive today.
Awesome.
And it has something to do with chicken wings.
Chicken wings?
What's the great thing about that is that that supplement is a topper. It helps the dog. You don't have to give them a pill. You don't have to give them drops or anything like that. You just sprinkle a little on top of their food. So if we're going to eat it how it is intended.
Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, who likes chicken wings? I love chicken wings.
Chad,
I do. You like chicken wings?
I love some chicken wings.
I personally am a fan of a dry rub.
Yeah.
Chicken wings. As opposed to
saucy. Got to be saucy.
What's up?
It's got to be saucy.
Chad likes saucy, so he can't participate today, unfortunately.
Luckily.
What a winner.
Let's go ahead and put your score up on the board there.
So I thought, we asked Eddie to come up with a good recipe for us today, and he thought, you know what? What's better than a dry rub chicken wing with digestive benefits?
That's right.
Right?
Love it.
Yeah. In case you all didn't know, there are several of us at Muenster that have. Can I say this?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, you obviously know.
Talk about this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're doing 30 days of carnivore. We're eating like a dog for 30 days. Now, we're not all doing what Mitch did of eating dog food for 30 days, but we are eating just meat. So green beans, salad, no. Slice of watermelon, not for me.
And this is another question I've been asked a lot recently. And in case you're wondering, do we look different? Yes, Eddie has been working out. Look at this guy. And now we've got him on carnivore. So just
you won't recognize me
be careful
in a couple weeks.
So yes, we are on carnivore. And so we're going to coat our meat with more meat, like a carnivore would.
Right.
So how do we want to do this, Eddie?
Well,
I'll take this one and just drop it in.
Oh, you want to drop it? Okay, yeah.
Is that the way to do it? Should we drop it in or like sprinkle some on top? What do you guys think? I mean, we would love to get some input here.
Anybody here got an
You want
opinion?
me to get my chef's hat on, Mitch? Because I could tell you what I would do.
What would you do, Chad?
I would probably coat it in salmon oil, drop it in the digestive, roll it around, and make it look really good. It's really tasty.
I think we might be out of salmon oil, but we probably have some bacon fat we could throw on there with it.
Oh.
Well, that's not going to coat it really.
We're all in on Dr. Verwers today.
We're dry rubbing.
Boom. Oh, man.
Look at that.
That is.
All right. I'm going with you.
That is coated.
So we got some digestive. This will help with our.
So the digestive is made with elk.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just loaded with probiotics. So, Chad, if you've got a bag of the digestive, could you maybe run through the ingredients on the digestive while Eddie and I enjoy this fantastic meal?
Yeah. So on the digestive, we've got your diatomaceous earth in here. So that acts as a binder for all the toxins, right? So that's a great binder on the toxins. You got the apple cider vinegar to kind of promote that gut health, helps build the acidity in the gut to help break down anything that comes in. And then we've got some papain extracts, which there again acts as a kind of a prebiotic, so that sets your gut up to win. And then we've got our Bacillus coagulans.
Was that the competition?
I beat you. I win.
Oh, awesome!
I win, Eddie.
I should know. It's always a competition.
I got oil on my hands too.
And then we got fructooligosaccharides, which I've just butchered.
Fructooligosaccharides is what he tried to say.
Oligosaccharides. There you go.
Mm.
So all kinds of fun stuff.
I tell you what else is fun.
I don't taste on that chicken wing.
Get that freeze-dried elk stuck in your teeth. There's a reason dogs walk around doing this afterwards.
It's because it's so good, Mitch.
It's because it's one, it's so good, but two, that powder, it really gets kind of coated everywhere. So
Stays with you for a while.
not only is the digestive great, it's got the papain extract, Chad. That's a digestive enzyme, right?
Yeah, it's a digestive enzyme, kind of acts as a prebiotic as well. So it helps break that stuff down and rebuild that gut bacteria in the gut.
So if you've got a dog that eats too fast and has gas and has runny stools, a scoop a day. If you look at the bottom of the bag, it says something, Chad.
We get that.
We can't read that. Oh, because
mushy poop is hard to scoop.
we should make a T-shirt.
Hey,
Yeah.
I love
Make a T-shirt.
Absolutely.
So here's the other thing. We have a fantastic discount for people on the Dr. Verwers. This is a one-time flash sale. And this flash sale ends
Tomorrow at midnight.
tomorrow at midnight, says Eddie.
Yep.
And
That's a big flash, Eddie.
it is. And so,
You got to be quick. This is rewarding those of you who are watching us. So,
and we don't have a million of these available.
right.
Not yet.
That was the elk. It got me. We don't have a million of these available, so it is first come, first serve.
Did your voice just squeak?
No, it wasn't sweet. That was the elk trying to climb back out because it was still raw. Like we literally just must have just killed it. So, but anyway, we've got a fantastic discount, and her price today, 50% off until midnight.
Oh.
Yep.
You didn't
Limit
tell me you're
4. So you can try all 4 of these recipes with this 50% off offer. But that's it. You limit 4, one set of 4 per person.
Yeah, and so just to recap, we've got digestive, we've got hip and joint. So hip and joint, ours is unique because it's not only got glucosamine, but it's also got CBD oil in it. And if you compare this to, no, not that one, Chad.
Not that one. Sorry.
To any other CBD oil or hip and joint product on the market, you're basically getting 2 for the price of 1. So it's essentially already half the price. And what we're essentially doing is we're just giving the glucosamine chondroitin part of this away for free. Because at the end of the day, I had a 14-year-old lab, and I just wanted her to feel better, and I get it. And I've got a 13-year-old lab, almost 13-year-old lab at home now, and she's going to be getting this every day as well. So we really, really want to help the dogs, and they're half off right now. So if I were you and I was thinking about loading up, I would stop thinking about it and do it, because once the special's over, it's over, and we only have so many left because we actually just had one of our stores call us today that we have set up on an early shipment of these, and they doubled their order and took a little over half of our inventory, right, Chad?
Yep.
Right. And so there was the digestive, the calming, the hip and joint, and the Heart Strong. So our old Heart Strong is now in this new packaging, the Dr. Verwers Heart Strong supplement.
And Sarah, these are all okay for puppies with the exception of the hip and joint. So you don't want to give puppies glucosamine and chondroitin. Otherwise, they are free to chow down. So yeah, get that? See what I did there? Especially the digestive. So I would recommend any puppy be on digestive, because you only get one chance to build that microbiome in the gut. And so you can always go back and repair later and add more to it. But really what happens in that first 6 months is super, super important for the rest of their life. It's going to program their immune system for them, and that's where you're going to really get the long-term benefits, is feeding it early and often. So
And if you get a dog that's a rescue and it's new to your home and you're switching to Muenster, which you should be, unless you got it from Operation Kindness and they're already on Muenster. But when you're switching, go ahead and get some of that and add that on there as well.
100%. So that's the news on the digestive topper. And now we've got other news. Does anyone else know what's going on? Maybe we should do something else first. Chad, is it Thank You Thursday today?
It is Thank You Thursday.
Hey, I think.
And Chad, you need to speak up just a tad, buddy.
Yeah?
Did you see your intro screen?
I love it. It's great.
Who wants to see that one more time?
Let's see that again. Thank You
Boom.
Thursday with Chad.
Look at that.
Man.
So what we need you to do now is sing to it, Chad.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
So one more time.
Thank You Thursday with Chad.
There we go. Thank You Thursday with Chad.
How about that?
That was awesome.
Did you get that? Did the producer get that?
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I think he'll probably be able to clip that out and
We got
use
it.
it actually.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So we did get a question real quick from Lindsay Johnson. What is the typical serving size per bag for, say, a 27-pound dog? So, Lindsay, that is going to be 1 scoop. And so you're going to do basically 1 scoop per cup of dog food fed. And so there should be, I think, close to 40 scoops in a bag. That's approximate level. So a little over 5 weeks worth of product for you there.
That's in a 30-pound bag?
Uh-huh.
In a 30-pound bag.
Yep. And we also have a friend from Florida. Hello, Jessica. How are you with child bulldogs? 1 scoop per bag of dog food. All right. So Thank You Thursday, Chad. What do we got?
Yep. So we got a lovely lady from Pennsylvania. Check this out.
From
She
Scranton?
takes care of her dogs. Do what? Not from Scranton. No, from Derry, Pennsylvania.
Derry, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Yeah. I bet they've got a lot of cheese there.
Yeah. So she's a she's a big fan of our Perfect Balance. So she gets the grain-free whitefish, the grain-free pork, the grain-free chicken, and she's actually getting 2 of the grain-free whitefish. And then she's also getting the meal toppers.
Okay. Which one?
Wow.
The chicken meal topper.
Chicken meal topper. And so she's an auto ship customer, right?
Yep. So she gets this every 6 weeks. So her pups are living large. I think we got something for her pups though.
So it's good to be an auto ship member of Muenster because you get random free goodies from Chad.
That's right.
So we've got that.
What are we giving her? What are you going to give her?
Well, you think you boys are ready to give this away or not? Or do you want to try to sell it first?
We did just get a question here. Okay, if I order 4 but don't need 4 a month, how do I do that? So you would just order 4 as a one-time purchase. You don't have to sign up for auto ship on it. And so you pick the 1 of each bag, add them to your cart 1 at a time, and then just do it as a one-time purchase. So you don't have to select new auto ship.
Yeah, actually, that 50% off only works with the one-time purchase, so you can't apply that to your auto ship because that would give you the 5% and 50. So,
Oh, okay. Well,
see how that works
that's it. So one-time purchase only?
for the 50% off.
One-time purchase only for 50% off.
Yeah,
And then when you come back next time, you get an additional 5%. So one time only for the order.
and you could probably use your reward points.
Yeah, you could probably use your reward points. Hello, Crystal. Crystal's a Muenster fan. Okay, Chad, what do you got? Are you going to give something away or not?
Yeah, no. So I'm going to give something away, but I want to know if you guys want to sell it first.
What are you giving away, a prototype or something?
I was going to, but
Something free and an announcement?
do we want to wrap it all into one big caboodle?
I tell you what, you just tell us what you had in mind because I got a
We
schedule
could.
here.
You got a what?
They're both there, so
I got pretty artistic earlier today.
Well, so here's what I've got.
What do you got, Chad? What are we giving away?
We're going to give away our coated kibble. I'm going to give away a bag of our coated kibble.
Whoa.
Tell me
Brand
more
new
about-
to the
wow,
market.
that is
That
that's
is
amazing.
beautiful.
Wait, so that's a bonus bag.
Yep, a bonus bag, 1 pound free. So it's going to be our grain free with salmon that we've doctored up with extra dried salmon, beef bites, probiotics, bone broth, and coconut oil.
What?
And so this is a small batch project too, right? So you're making small batches of this, and
Yep. So this is a limited edition.
Is there a window on the side of that bag?
There is.
Man, can you take a
Get in
handful of that out?
there.
Yeah, let me get a handful out. It doesn't really show up good. Like, let me.
Oh man,
Oh,
look
look
at
at
all
that.
the goodness on the outside of that kibble.
what is that? Big chunks of freeze dried.
That is freeze dried. So that's freeze dried beef, freeze dried heart, freeze dried liver, freeze dried tripe, all the good stuff. You've got bone broth, coconut oil.
Don't you wish you had that back when you were doing 30 days of dog
I
food?
would have enjoyed that a little bit better. I think that's where this came from. So I think that's why we have it, right?
Yeah. That is good looking.
Chad decided to step it up in the kitchen.
That's right.
Yeah, he's moved up from short order cook to chef tell.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So she's getting the very first bag of the coated kibble project is going to Pennsylvania unless someone is able to order it and get it shipped to their house quicker. They will get batch number 1.
But hey, that's just dog, right?
That's just dog. Chad, what else were we
just
going to
dog.
talk about today? Is that the end of the show?
All right, thanks everybody.
Yeah, no, it was good.
That was a good show.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what?
Wait. I got something else.
Uh-oh.
Wait, you want to talk about right meow?
Meow?
Like right meow?
No, we'll talk about it later.
No, let's do it. Let's do it meow.
Meow? Okay.
Meow. What?
Wait, what?
Muenster has a cat food again.
We got a cat food.
Oh, and it's a bonus bag.
Yeah. Nice.
One more time.
I hope everybody can see that. If I hear
Food
it.
for
Cats.
So we went even higher on the protein than we've gone in the past. I think we're close to 38% on this one, 21% fat, coated with the goodness. So, you know, a lot of dry kibbles will have probiotics on the inside of the food, but it doesn't do as much as what you want it to. So we've started putting it on the outside of the food, along with some of the vitamins and minerals that are contained in the freeze dried. So one thing I would recommend doing if you have a cat, I would recommend adding a little bit of water to it. Adding a little bit of water will go a long way. Cats are desert animals, so they need a little bit more water when they're eating. It also is going to help release some of the aromas of the food.
Wait, can't cats just drink out of the water bowl like a dog?
Well, they can, but by nature, they don't do it as well.
Okay.
And so if we could introduce a little bit of water at feeding time for them, they'll do a lot better. You'll
Okay.
also probably notice that you're going to feed a lot less of this than what you do of your existing cat food, most likely. So it's pretty nutrient dense. So watch the feeding directions on the back of the bag closely and fire away. Cats are going to love it.
Mitch, we've got a question here. I see Crystal wants the ancient grains in the mixed coated kibble. So
Crystal, I've got great news for you. We are working on that.
This is just the beginning.
We're only selling it in Texas right now. We especially can't sell it in Louisiana. I'm just kidding. She's from Louisiana. So we will have it soon. I believe Chad has that on the slate to get it done by the end. Chad, what day is the ancient grains?
Christmas.
Christmas in July? We are late. 3 weeks off on that, buddy.
Oh.
I think we had a goal of September 15th for the ancient grains coated kibble line because we're not going to just have one coated kibble in the ancient grains line.
So I bet there's a lot of people that
We're
are
not going to have two.
There's probably a lot of things you're going to do, right? So what is the coated kibble project? Have we told people that? I mean, how did it come about? Why aren't we doing it?
Well, when I got done eating dog food for 30 days, and Chad asked me how his food was, he got a little offended that I said he kept serving me the same thing over and over again.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I said it sure would be nice to have, some options or some variety.
mm-hmm.
And he said, "I'll be right back." Kind of the redneck way of saying, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, all of a sudden we had dog food. We had coconut oil, bacon fat, salmon oil, freeze dried probiotics. Dude even went and got freeze dried elk for me, and so that's kind of how it came about, right, Chad? And just
Yep.
There's a need, we fill it, and he figures out how to make it.
That's fantastic.
So
Yep.
I'm actually going to drop a link in the comments here to the Coated Kibble because I think we got some people looking for it.
Oh,
And we're going to make it a little bit easier to find.
that is a great idea.
I have lots of great ideas. Just ask me, I'll tell you all about them.
Like eating dog food for 30 days.
That-
Yeah, tremendous idea. So we're going to just put the cat food one in there first.
Oh man, you called the cops out on them. They got wind.
Yeah.
For me.
No, that's the party. We're going to have a
Oh.
parade for the Coated Kibble
It's because
project.
Eddie wouldn't put his guns away.
Oh man.
Eddie, put the guns away next time. Okay, so we drop that in, and then can you use Dr. Verwers' new supplements with ancient grains? Absolutely, Crystal. So the Dr. Verwers supplements can be added to any food. We recommend adding it, once a day. If you have a bigger dog and it needs 2 scoops a day, you can break that up and give them 1 scoop in the morning, 1 scoop in the evening. As you know, here at Muenster, we are big believers that dogs need to eat once a day if possible. And so we prefer to go that route. But if you have a dog that has trained you into 2 days, 2 times a day, and we completely understand that, by the way.
Been
If
there.
it works for you, keep doing it. Eddie continues to violate company policy because he can't handle looking in Abby's eyes and not feeding her twice a day,
That's
right? So yes, I think feeding however you need to feed it is 100%.
And Crystal, just to remind you, since you came on late, that right now the Dr. Verwers supplements, there's a 50% off coupon. What is it?
It is Hello DRV, and so
Hello, Dr. V.
And who is DRV?
Dr. Verwers.
Have we talked about Dr. Verwers?
No,
Dr.
I guess not.
Verwers is known for several things. One, he's got decades of experience in the veterinarian industry. 2,
He's got his own supplement.
do what?
He's got his own supplements now.
Got his own supplements. So he has been working with us for decades, helping consult us on recipes, giving us nutritional advice. And then when we've had any issues with any animals, we tend to send them to Dr. V to get consultation on them. But beyond that, he's also one of the tallest veterinarians in America.
He's a giant.
I think he's close to 6
He's a
foot
giant in
seven.
the industry.
Yeah, he's a giant in the industry. And so we're working with someone that's got decades of experience, has always been focused on nutrition, not a real big medicine pusher. So he's not one that likes to just prescribe medicine. And in fact, for years, Dr. Verwers has been using freeze-dried as a mechanism to administer medicine and supplements at his clinic because he doesn't like all the gooey, glycerin, vegetable-traced supplements that are on the market. And, really what we ought to do is probably get Dr. V on the show next week.
Oh,
I
that's a
think
good
that might be
idea.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So we'll try and get him lined in. So,
He should get his, he's got an 11-year-old lab that looks like he's like 3.
I know.
I mean, he is gorgeous.
We need to meet him.
Yeah.
What's the name?
I can't remember. Yeah, that
Dog
was
V.
Dog V.
Dog V.
Dr. V's dog.
Dr. V's dog.
DVD.
We've got 38 people watching still. I feel like there's something else we could do with the meal toppers here.
Yeah.
Don't you think so? Actually,
Like what?
I don't know.
I'm kind
Chad,
of-
hey, you know what?
Kind of afraid.
Chad, I've got a problem.
What's that?
I'm not in Muenster today, and
Yeah.
we've kind of taken a stance that we're not going to sell something unless we've eaten it.
Yeah.
And if we're shipping out coated kibble today, I think we need to eat some.
You need me to eat some?
Yeah, which one are you eating?
Yeah.
I'm going to eat the dog.
No, you're not going to eat the dog.
You ask which one. I'm going to eat
You're
the
eating
dog
dog
food.
food, right? Not
Yeah,
the
the dog food, the coated kibble, the dog formulation.
We need you to eat some.
Let's get a close up on that, can we? Can you get a little closer?
Some almonds in his. Oh,
Yep.
That is the coated.
All right.
Look at that.
No sleight of hand there.
No sleight of hand.
I've never been one for quick hands, Eddie.
So did you get a big chunk of that freeze-dried bite in there? There it is.
Maybe you should soak that in water just to show people what it looks like and then eat it. And then I'm kidding. But I do think you ought to try.
I don't have any water, Mitch.
Can you try the cat food for us?
Sure.
Who wants to see Chad eat the cat food?
This might be a new show element.
Yeah, I think so. And here's the thing: we have like at least 5 more recipes coming of the coated kibble.
Yep.
Which means we've got a lot of kibble to eat.
Yep. So if you want to also in addition, if you would like to wear a tutu, if you'd also like to post some comments, about cat food and maybe some stuff you'd like to see in the coated kibble project.
Yeah.
Maybe we take maybe enough people kind of offer up a certain recipe, and maybe we do that.
That's a great idea.
It's a possibility. You never
Absolutely.
know. Squeak the wheel gets the grease.
The other thing I would recommend doing is joining our My Custom Dog Food group.
Oh yeah.
So we've not put a ton of energy behind that, but we will be soon. And so we want to know not only what you guys think of the foods that we make now, but also how we can make them better. And that's a great place to do it. And so if you want to be part of our My Custom Dog Food group, go to our Facebook page, scroll down, click on Join Group, and then you can be part of our larger discussions as we roll out different products, along with having exclusive access to some of the deals that we will be offering, because there will be custom dog food deals and coupons and discounts we run, but they're probably only going to be released through My Custom Dog Food group at some point. And so I would highly recommend joining the group, and then watch your email, because at some point next month, we're going to send an email out so that you can sign up for first in line opportunities for our Black Friday deals.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Black Friday already?
Well, it's only a few months away, Chad. So hopefully you're building up the warehouse.
That's right. You make more Dr. Verwers, I can tell you that.
Because our first Black Friday deal drops in 90 days.
90?
So, yeah, it's going to be available exclusively for existing members.
Oh, right.
And existing customers. We're not going to make that public for everybody else. So, because last year we ran out of a bunch of product, and it just took us a little bit longer to ship it. And so this year we want to make sure that the existing customers get what they want first.
Yep.
And so they get to be first in line.
That is really smart of us.
Very smart of us. So, okay. Chad, Crystal thinks you need to try some tripe next time. And so I really think you need to. Oh, and Colleen. Okay, so this is a champion right here. Colleen is eating the food and toppers. And she thinks they're really pretty good. Did she add them to something and eat like a whole bowl? She sprinkled them on her potatoes. And ate an entire bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she really genuinely likes the way they taste.
Well,
there you go.
Thank you.
And then Julie adds some bacon fat and coconut oil to our last bag, and the Chihuahuas are loving it. And Chihuahuas, they're not easy to please.
Nope, they're not.
They just,
That's
anytime
great.
I've been around one, they just bark orders at me.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Muenster.
Right.
So before we sign off, does anybody have any questions about the coated kibble or the Dr. V supplements? Because we'd love to answer them for you while we're here. If you don't, we're going to sign off shortly. But if you do, we're here to answer them.
That's right. We're here for you.
And we'll go ahead and drop in
The dog one.
the dog link as well, so that we have it, or as we call the canine. You know what? There is something huge that we forgot to mention on this.
What?
Well, Eddie, it's not just a 3-pound bag for cats, and it's not just a 4-pound bag for dogs.
What do you
We're
mean?
starting off with a bonus bag.
What? All that coated goodness and a bonus?
Yep.
That's crazy.
So
4-pound bonus bag on the cat.
an entire pound, which is
And a
about
5-pound bonus bag.
20%
Dog food.
for free.
Spot on.
Okay.
1 pound for free.
Looks like we have another comment. Okay, so Terry's a longtime Muenster customer, been a great one. All three of our dogs love this food, and we use the chicken and etc. toppers. I would like to know more about adding the extras to the bags of food. So Terry, the extras are really there to help us provide some variety and from a functional standpoint. So, we like to add, we have a lot of people that add bacon fat. It's probably one of our top coatings, bacon fat and beef collagen. And what we're doing with the bacon fat really is there for flavor and also increasing the fat of the food, and you can actually reduce the amount of kibble that you feed a little bit. The rest of the ingredients, really almost every one of them have a functionality to them. And so the coconut oil is great for autoimmune, and so because it does have antiviral components to it, and so it actually acts as an antiviral in the stomach. It's full of omega-9s is what they call them, so medium chain triglycerides. It acts as a short burst of energy. You've got the beef collagen, and really, like if you have a dog that's going through digestive upset or you're transitioning the dog, one of the best things that you can do is add the beef collagen and the probiotics to it. Adding both of those things does a lot to help with leaky gut and just really help rebuild the stomach. So I would really consider adding both of those. If you don't want to add those, you can easily add Dr. V's Digestive Aid, because it's also going to have the digestive enzymes and the prebiotics and probiotics in it. And so that would be another route that you could go. So highly recommend kind of switching back and forth on some of those toppings because it does add an element to the food, and we're putting nutrition on the outside of the kibble.
Okay. Colleen has a question there.
If I add probiotics and the Dr. V's Digestive, will that be too much? It could be, probably not. Typically what you want to do if you're going to go like super probiotic level, you kind of want to ease onto it because just like bad bacteria, good bacteria is a bacteria. If you put too much of it at one time, it can cause some distress. Probably not, but I would recommend, like anything, moving slowly is going to help you more than moving too fast.
Mitch, you've got Sarah had a question as well. She wanted to know why I only feed once a day.
So Sarah, the reason that we recommend feeding once a day is because dogs by nature are hunters, and they only eat when they kill. And so unless they've had a successful hunt, typically they don't eat. And what happened is over thousands of years that their digestive system is designed to really digest food once a day. Occasionally they can handle 2 days a week, but a lot of times they go a full day without food. And so it's perfectly common in the wild for a dog to go 2-3 days without eating. And what happens is you're giving the digestive system a chance to rest. If it's constantly breaking down food and digesting, eventually what can happen is if you give it too much and overfeed it, you can have food kind of build up in the intestines and start creating gas, and it starts to ferment, which causes gas and loose stools. And nobody likes mushy poop because it's hard to scoop. So
says Dr. V.
Dr. V says Dr. V. So letting the digestive system rest, honestly, it just gives it a chance to take a break, rebuild the microbials in the gut, and then start digesting food again. So it's really all about, like anything else in life, sometimes you just need to rest. All right. The coated kibble is added to food, and how much? So this is from Facebook user. So the coated kibble is added to the food, different levels. Most of them are going to be at least 3% of the diet, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is. So it can be as much as a pound of product to a 30-pound bag of food. And so when we're adding a pound of bacon fat to a 30-pound bag of food, you are going to notice a significant difference. And one thing that's important to notice is it's a pound dry. And so when you're doing a pound of dry bacon fat, it's actually really equal to probably 2 pounds if it was reconstituted. The salmon oil is a little trickier, so it's more measured on ounces. I don't have the exact number, but I do know that it raises the fat level about 2.5 to 3%. So it ends up being almost 10% of the fat of the food. So really makes a big difference, and is everything we put in there is a meaningful amount. Like you'll notice a difference when you get the kibble. Okay. Renee's on board with once a day, maybe. Now, do know this, Renee. It can take sometimes 4 or 5 days for your dog to get used to only eating once a day, so they may look at you a little bit crooked. Another option that we do throw out, and I actually encourage this, if you do want to feed your dog twice a day, I highly, highly recommend feeding freeze-dried raw in the morning only, so that they're only getting carbohydrates once a day. Because dogs they have 7 different hormones that raise blood sugar and only 1 that lowers it. And so when we give them carbohydrates more than once a day, we're really putting a lot of stress on the pancreas to do all of the work for the dog. So a lot of times what we'll do at our house is I'll feed my dog freeze-dried patties in the morning, and not a lot, like 1, maybe 2. But ideally, like what works well for us is we do 1 in the morning, we do a few meatballs in the afternoon for a treat, and then some kibble in the evening if we're feeding twice a day. Most of the time we feed once a day, but if we have a couple extra busted bags of dog food in the warehouse, we can't mix those back in because food safety regulations, and honestly, sometimes I like to give my dog a little bit of variety too. We go to once a day. If I feed more than once a day, they throw up. So as you can see, they're not made to digest food over and over and over again. Horses are hamburgers. They have to eat all day long. And so kind of think of that when you go through the pasture and you see a horse out there, it doesn't stop eating because it can't. Is it better to feed 1 meal in the morning or at night? So I would be a fan of feeding the meal at night, but you can really do whatever works best for your schedule. The reason I choose at night is because they're going to be resting anyway, and so it's a little bit less work for the body to digest food while the dog isn't doing anything and just sleeping. And then you'll notice that they get a pretty routine, they'll get on a pretty solid routine when it comes to going to the bathroom, and it'll happen in the morning and everything's great. Terry, mine started not eating as much or at all. Would they have learned from their body? I don't know if I quite understand that question. Okay. So she's saying if they're eating less, have they learned this from their body? So yes. So dogs, by nature, they eat when they're hungry. So it's a kind of a survival mode, right? And so if they know that you're always going to have food for them and that they can take a step back, I just had a little bit of a digestive stuck out of my teeth. Can't kind of come out. But by nature, they're hunters. They eat when they need to. They don't just eat because it's there all the time. Some dogs will. Some dogs will just eat as long as it's there. But by nature, they know what they need for their body. And so that's why like when you look at grass-fed cattle, you don't see a lot of like way overweight grass-fed cattle because they're eating what they need. Same with the animals in the wild. There's not an obesity crisis with wolves and tigers and coyotes because they're eating what they need. And if they have enough food and they have enough fat on their body, they're not going to go chase down an animal and kill it.
They're not going to catch it.
They don't need it. And they're probably not going to catch it. Dog struggles with pancreatitis. Thanks for that. Absolutely. Let's see what Christina has. 1.5-year-old German Shepherd. Uses Muenster for a long time and cannot get her to gain weight on it. She's been to the vet. She's fine. No parasites, worms, etc. But I hate to give her food that isn't good for her just to gain weight. I love Muenster dog food for multiple reasons, and I was hoping it would work for her suggestions. So, Christina, what I would probably recommend doing if you have a dog that does have a hard time gaining weight, that's going to be completely opposite of what I said. They may need to eat more often throughout the day. And so you may need to do several smaller meals, but also taking advantage of our enhancements. And so adding some salmon oil to it, adding some beef collagen, and adding some probiotics, because sometimes what's happening when a dog's not gaining weight is it could actually be suffering from some digestive issues where it's not breaking down the food enough and absorbing as much of the nutrients. And so what we want to do is rebuild that gut. We want to get the collagen in there, some probiotics, and some healthy oils, like maybe salmon oil to help with inflammation, or potentially even coconut oil could accomplish the same thing. So highly recommend checking some of that out. And then from a treat standpoint, incorporating some freeze-dried, some high fat, like our beef meatballs. Those are great for helping add weight to the dog because they're super calorically dense for a little bitty meatball. And so throughout the day, often think of a teenage boy. A 16-year-old boy can eat 19 cheeseburgers sometimes and not gain a pound. And if they want to gain weight, they literally have to eat all day long. So that would be my recommendation there.
And you can coat the kibble in our my custom dog food. You can, whatever dog food you order, you can add salmon protein boost or the beef collagen or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we have another question on, do you have to subscribe to the supplements or can you just buy them once? And so, yes, you can just buy them once. So what I'll do here is
We're going to make sure that
I'm going
we
to do a screen share.
set this up.
And I'll show you.
Look at that.
Yes.
Technology.
I'll show you some scans, share screen.
Okay.
We're going to pick it from tab. Boom. So as you look right here, we've got Dr. Verwers Daily Probiotic Supplement and Protein Booster. You can kind of see what it looks like. And then it's already pre-selected to 10 ounces, which is one bag. And you just hit add to cart. Thinking. Boom. And it has been added. If you wanted to go auto ship, the first thing you have to do is select the auto ship, then select the frequency, then add it to the cart. And so yes, you can buy it once, you just don't hit select new auto ship.
Pat, you might want to, Mitch, you got a question about the code not working, but I think maybe the code is incorrect there.
Well, I didn't actually put a code in here. Let me try it. As you can see, I've been testing a few products lately.
Go to your cart first. So view cart. You're going to go down there. You're going to put the coupon code in.
And what is that coupon code?
Hello, Dr. V. Now, it won't work with first-time customers.
You misspelled Dr. V.
Hello,
DRV. Now there it is.
There it is. So the coupon code does work. I got it wrong when I did DVR. It is hello DRV.
Yep.
So if you could try that again, it'll probably work the way it's supposed to. Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't work with auto ship. Yeah, it only works. Sorry about that. Right now, it only works with the one-time only purchase.
Yeah, so the coupon code is for one-time purchases only.
So if you put the Dr. V's in for auto ship, which is a good idea, sorry about that, you have to go and select the one-time purchase, then the coupon code, and you'll be set.
Should we just make it good for auto ship?
You could, but I'm afraid what we don't want to have happen is them to be getting the 50% every time on auto ship.
We know that you're going to add a lot because it's 50% off, and we don't want you to have to get stuck with 9 bags when it shows up next month if you over order. So the code does work. HELLO DRV. No caps lock, no uppercase. It doesn't matter. So
Doesn't matter.
okay. Well, I think with that, it's probably time for us to go ahead and call it. What do you think?
Let's call it a day. That was a good show.
It was a good show to us.
Yeah. Cheers.
And thank
What?
you. Oh, we got one more question. You got another one? It won't let me do anything but auto ship. So if you just unselect the auto ship button and just hit add to cart and give it a second, it should work. If it doesn't, just shoot us a note and who's watching the answers right now? Just send a note to answers@muenstermilling.com and we will get you straightened out.
Yep.
Right? So
Someone
will get you straightened out. So again, cat food is here. Everybody's been asking for it. Coated Kibble has taken the next step. And Dr. V's supplements, we don't do this without feedback from our customers. So thank you guys for all the ideas. Happy Thursday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.